This is our the upper link truss.
Yeah.
And our cover plate that's going to go on the diff. And then we have here.
Good with the welds around.
Yeah, it's going to look with the rosette welds around it. It's going to look pretty cool. And then this here is going to go on top. So everything's 3/8 plate except for that. That's
10 gauge.
10 gauge. Yeah. So this is going to go like this. Get back here.
Piece.
Yeah. So it has a bunch of bends in it. Everything will be TIG welded. And the upper links are going to go here and there. And then the bolt will slide through this way. So, and then this closely matches the geometry of the actual tube and the diff. So if you turn it over like this, here. So nothing's welded, everything's just kind of tacked in place. But there's a square portion of the diff on the casting. It's there.
On the pumpkin.
On the tube, yeah. So there. So yeah, basically everything just kind of sits in place. So once this is complete, then we can start designing the upper link mount. Actually, no, we actually have the upper link mats. Let me go grab them real quick. All right, so these are the upper link mounts that we made a couple weeks ago. So these will be on the frame, and then once we get those tacked in place, and then we can actually we'll be able to start cutting tube, so we can make it the upper link. It's a 1.5 inch DOM, 1/2 inch wall. Is that right?
Yeah.
Or is it 1/4 inch wall?
1/4 inch.
1/4 inch wall, right? Yeah.
So it'll sit like this against the frame, and then it'll be a bar wherever we, whatever hole we select, I guess. And then it'll go inside here and here. But we have to make it go around the oil pan and diff, so that when it goes full bump, it doesn't hit the pumpkin, stuff like that.
It's gonna be a little tricky.
Yeah.
But the last person that tried to do this could not do it. So, for us, we are gonna do it. So, but yeah, so that's what we got so far on this project. I think the next video or the next shot you're gonna see is probably with everything tacked up, and then we'll test fit it on the diff, make sure everything fits perfect. And then once we do that, then we'll actually weld it all up. So, all right. All right, so this is the front truss bracket that we made for the Blazer. It looks pretty good. It's front plates on, and we have everything basically welded up. The only question that we're having is, so this is the front, obviously. This is the top here. That's the top, and then if I turn it around, this is the part that goes on the differential. You see all the stages here. Looks pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Bolt goes through here. Kind of showed that earlier. This is something that I wanted to do.
The letters look sick, though.
The letters are cool, but I don't know whether I should. I don't know if I like the look of these little weldments here. I almost want to just lap it off and then just make it flat and just have it be featureless and just have the plate. Not exactly sure. Or how much it'll even matter once it's welded or once it's painted. I don't know. But
Well, you'll be able to see where they're at when it's painted.
Yeah.
What color are you painting it? Black?
it'll be black, I guess. Yeah.
So, I mean, the intentions were to make it look like rivets.
Yeah.
So it'll probably still look like that.
Yeah, maybe. Let's see.
But I'm thinking like the coloring, the discoloring around it is
Throw me
kind of throwing it off.
Yeah.
Because it looks really busy.
It does look busy. It won't. Yeah. I don't know. That's a good point. What were we saying?
Opinion angle?
Oh yeah. So basically, the spread is the same as it was before. Just everything is a little bit lower. So, but it's not lower than the pumpkin, and it's not lower. It's not higher than the pumpkin on the top side. So it's going to be as low as it possibly can, so we can clear the oil pan. The tricky part next is to configure the upper link so that it clears the corner of the oil pan. So this is going to be moved over about an inch to the left because it's not centered right now. But I'll have to get creative with the links to make sure that it actually works well. But that's that's what we got to do next. We may have to box the frame up too.
Did you say make another cross member?
Yeah, we might have to make another cross member, box the frame up to get it to, I want it to be stable because this frame is not that thick.
Yeah.
So we'll have to do that. But other than that, it looks really good. Everything fits really good. So good job. Tell them what we got so far on the 68.
All right, so we got the lower links and the upper links made up. Got the lower links painted. We're mocking up the upper links to see what the clearances are against the pan and
Yep.
and the what do you call it for the heims, like the
Articulation? Or
like so they don't bind up.
oh yeah, so they don't yeah, exactly.
And then we got the lower link mounts
Welded.
up, upper truss welded up fully. Painted the diff. What else?
So I think
Obviously not
yeah,
the
the
oil
pan. Yeah, notch the pan to clear the links. It flexes like crazy.
Yeah, it has a lot of
Articulation.
yeah, a lot of articulation.
Anything additional Eric wants, obviously we'll do that too. But that was the main objective, was to get rid of 3-link. So I think we've done that.
Yeah, that was the biggest task.
Yeah, so I think it's I think it's pretty good. So good job.
Thank you. You too.
Yeah, so those are the rear mounts there. You can kind of see. But yeah, I think we're doing. We have to put a smaller filter in it because it's really close to the upper links when it's full bump. So, but that's a minor deal. But for the most part, everything looks really good. So, pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, I like it. Pretty cool. And that's not even all the way up. We could go higher.
Yeah, go way higher.
So this could probably go to right here. Which was, I mean, the wheel would hit the inner fender before that happened. But so yeah, it's pretty good. Cool. All right. So what is left to do?
I gotta make spacers for the front heims. We had to buy different heims or heim spacers.
Yeah, because they were
a little bit.
It had a 3-link,
Yeah.
so we're missing a set.
Yeah.
So
So they're a little bit narrow. So I have to make some spacers for that, and then after that, I gotta paint the links up.
and then we're also going to put a brace between these two, so they can't spin independent
Like
of each other
twist,
like this. So I'm gonna put a heim joint on either side of these 2 links, and then it'll be tied together, but it'll still have full articulation.
Yeah, because that full bump, if it's twisted, it'll
hit.
hit the pan.
Yeah.
So it needs to be straight.
But everything seems to be really smooth. And the up travel is pretty high as well.
Yeah.
So
What do you think, like, from ride height, like 4
well,
or 5 inches?
well, it's below these bump stops, and that's where the factory ones were. So it's maybe about right here where it was before. So, but when he goes to an LS, which he plans to do, the pans are way smaller, and the motors are way shorter.
Yeah.
So this will be way higher. So we could even
We'll have a
go.
longer plan.
Yeah, you can even go with straight links instead of have these bent ones. So, so that'll help out a ton, like for the future. So, but yeah, everything's pretty good. We just got to find a mini heim joint for that top piece, and then that's it. I think it's ready to go. Then we'll do the bump stop mounts right here on this axle. That's this axle tube. It'll be the same kind of geometry as this here, but it's going to come up, hit this, and we'll adjust those, and then I mean that's the meat of it right there.
Yeah,
So
that was
basically
the
just
hardest part.
upper bumps, and tie those in, and then it's done.